Welcome, class of 2008. You may be seated. I would be honored to begin by thanking all the family, friends, staff, and students who have assembled together with us this afternoon. This is a special day as we break apart from one chapter of our lives and enter into a new beginning. Though we may forget our crowded building, we will never forget the memories we've made along the way. We should not look at today as a depressing time, but look forward to a bright future of what is to come. The class of 2008 has accomplished many great feats in which we can use as a foundation to build our futures. Our athletics had a very successful year, winning championships, qualifying for state tournaments, and breaking school records. The football and soccer teams went far into the postseason, while the swimming and track teams sent athletes to regionals and state. Baseball had one of its most successful seasons in recent years, winning 20 games as well. The school's many clubs have put in abundant volunteer hours in community service, performed successful musicals and plays, and met together for special causes. Additionally, we had 3 National Merit finalists and 1 Beacon Journal Gold Star. These athletic and academic triumphs may seem remarkable, but they are only preparing us for the trials we must face in the next segment of our lives. I hope that we can all be proud to be graduates of Wadsworth High School, where education is known for its unsurpassed excellence. While we may forget the little details of the past, I hope we will always remember the friendships established and those who supported us over the past 4 years. Let me be the first to wish the class of 2008 the best of luck in whatever goals you may pursue. Someone once said, "Reality is wrong, dreams are for real." So to the class of 2008, make the best of all your opportunities and keep dreaming. Thank you.
At this time, I would like the class of 2008 to please stand. In addition, all alumni of Wadsworth High School, please stand. Lastly, all who are here in support of the class of 2008, please stand for the singing of the alma mater.
Good afternoon and welcome to Wadsworth High School. Today we are honoring the class of 2008. We are here to celebrate the end of one chapter in the lives of these ladies and gentlemen, and yet celebrate the beginning of a new chapter. The class of 2008 leaves Wadsworth High School with an impressive resume, including state and national recognition in both academic and athletic competitions. Their academic achievements in the classroom are inspiring. 88% of this class will enter some form of post-secondary education in the fall, taking with them over $3 million in scholarship money over their 4 years. This class has earned the respect and admiration of the staff, administration, and Board of Education of Wadsworth City Schools. This class has given us reason to be very proud. This class has set itself apart for their academic achievement. At this time, I would ask the honor rows to please stand. These students standing have earned special recognition for maintaining a 3.5 grade point average over all 4 years of high school. I would ask you to join me in recognizing and honoring these students with a round of applause. Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to recognize 5 students of special distinction from the class of 2008. We are fortunate to have 2 students recognized as salutatorians. They are Ethan McCourt and Matthew Zhu. At this time, I would ask Ethan McCourt to please join me at the podium. Ethan has been in leadership roles serving as the president of the Key Club and vice president of the Science Club. He is a member of the Latin Club and the National Honor Society. He has participated on the Academic Challenge team and the tennis team. He has been recognized with the Medina County Youth Service Award, the Academic Boosters Book Award, and the Scholastic Excellence Award from the United States Marine Corps. Just recently, he was recognized by the Akron Beacon Journal as a Silver Star student. His scholarships include the Case Western Reserve University Trustees Scholarship, the Ohio Academic Scholarship, and the Byrd Scholarship. He was also recognized as a National Merit Finalist, which places him in the top 1% of all students in the nation. Ethan will attend Case Western Reserve University in the fall and major in biochemistry. Joining Ethan today are his parents, Mark and Katie McCourt, sisters Rachel and Grace, and brother Isaac. At this time, I would ask Ethan's family to please stand and be recognized. As I present the salutatorian medallion to Ethan, I would ask everyone to help me in congratulating him with a round of applause. At this time, I would ask Matthew Zhu to join me at the podium. Matthew is a member of the Academic Challenge team, the National Honor Society, and the Science Club. He has been awarded the Harvard University Book Award and recognized as an AP Scholar with honors. His scholarships include a full tuition honors college scholarship from the University of Pittsburgh and the Byrd Scholarship. He also was recognized as a National Merit Finalist, which again places him in the top 1% of all students in the nation. Matthew will attend the University of Pittsburgh in the fall and major in neuroscience. Joining Matthew today are his parents, Shichi and Rulian Zhu, and his sister, Irene. At this time, I would ask all of Matthew's family to please stand and be recognized. As I present the salutatorian medallion to Matthew, I would ask everyone to help me congratulate him with a round of applause. This year, Wadsworth High School was fortunate to have 3 students tied for the top honor class valedictorian. They are Sultan Ahmed, Michael Belair, and Christopher Keller. At this time, I would ask Sultan Ahmed to please join me at the podium. Sultan has been involved in peer mentoring and peer tutoring programs. He is a member of the National Honor Society, Academic Challenge team, and the Speech and Debate team. He has been recognized as a Junior Statesman of America and an AP Scholar with honors, and the Medina County Top Scholar. He was recognized as a National Merit Finalist, which again places him in the top 1% of all students in the nation. Sultan plans on attending Case Western Reserve University in the fall and complete a double major in biochemistry and philosophy. Joining Sultan today are his parents, Najib and Mawranisa Ahmed. At this time, I would ask Sultan's family to please stand and be recognized. As I present this valedictorian medallion to Sultan, I would ask everyone in attendance, please give him a round of applause.
So many people. Okay. You know, I put a lot of thought into how I should start this speech, so here goes. You know, I learned this interesting fact on TV that there's a coffee made in South America called Kope Luwak. It's the most expensive coffee in the world, goes for $100 a cup, almost as expensive as gasoline. It's interesting though, I found out how this coffee is made and why it's actually worth $100. You see, if you just take the beans normally as they grow in the wild and you run hot water through them, ground them up, whatever, make coffee, it doesn't taste good. It's really bitter. You know, not a lot of people like it, things like that. There's a rare species of jungle cat, which centers around a couple villages where these beans grow. And this jungle cat, it eats these beans, digests them, and then leaves its waste across the jungle, basically, right? So these young native children, they go out into the jungle and they harvest the cat feces. And then from those feces, they get the beans, the digested beans, and the hot water is run through those beans. And that's how the coffee is made. So yeah, the most expensive coffee in the world is made from young native children harvesting it from cat feces. Now you all are wondering, why did I start the speech like this? Well, the students of Wadsworth High School, ladies and gentlemen, are just like these native children. We've worked hard for 4 years, often lost amidst the dense jungles of our classrooms. And we've come out of those 4 years, each with something which cannot be bought for any price. That is an education. Now don't get me wrong, the past 4 years have been some of the best of my life. But there are a lot of sweat and tears that go into earning this valedictorian spot. I totaled it up. We've taken over 72 hours of standardized tests. That's 3 days of our lives have gone to standardized testing. Let me remind you, though, that I would not trade any of this for the world. There have been great moments and there have been bad moments, as there are with any person's life. But it's the sum total of those that make us who we are today. So each of us is going to walk away from high school with a different and invaluable lesson. We're all going to walk away with our own $100 cup of coffee. Here today, I'm going to present you with mine. Now, after running hot water through the beans I've managed to harvest over these past 4 years, I've discovered one simple piece of wisdom. It's actually just one word, and that word is voice. We have a tendency nowadays to always strive for the acceptance and respect of others. We think too much with our minds and not enough with our hearts. We don't believe in who we are. We focus on what others think on what others want us to be. And that's not a good thing. The fact is, if you do not respect yourself, you will not earn the respect of any other human being. When I was searching for ideas about what I should do with this speech, I was on the YouTube and came across a speech by Craig Ferguson at the White House Correspondents Association dinner. And if you don't know who Craig Ferguson is, he's a comedian and he hosts a late-night TV show on CBS. And, Craig said, he's Scottish, by the way, I'm going to try and do his accent. He said, when you get the opportunity to speak at this dinner, a lot of people try and give you advice. Some people say, stick it to the man, Craig. Some people say, don't rock the boat, Craig. I spoke to a lot of journalists about what I should do here today. And most of all the journalists basically said to me, your job, Craig, is to speak truth to power. You hold up the truth and you let everyone make of it what they will. And that single statement spoke to me because we have a tendency nowadays to avoid the truth in one way or another. Either we make light of it by making jokes, we ignore it and paint an unduly bright picture. The fact is, that there are a lot of problems that exist today, and the state of the world can be very disheartening at times. So now, more than ever, we need a voice. And it begins in our education system. You know, Albert Einstein said it best, I think it was like 1946 or something. He said, "It is a miracle that curiosity survives formal education." Now, we're very fortunate here at Wadsworth High School to have some of the best teachers we could ever hope for, who encourage their students to speak up, who encourage them to have a voice and talk to them. The teachers here at Wadsworth High School, at least the ones I've worked with, they don't lecture to their students, ever. They always talk with their students. Because these teachers know that they have just as much to learn from the students as the students have to teach them. The fact of the matter is, they treat their students as equals, and that voice is what is going to give this country a future. That voice is what is going to give us the courage to face the problems that exist in our world today. We have an election coming up in November. You know, got to make a decision there. There's a war. I mean, you people know all this. We need universal health care desperately. So there are all these things that we need to fix. But it starts here in our education system when there are courageous teachers, administrators, and students who have the courage to speak their mind and speak their opinions. The truth, my fellow students, is that it's only your voice which can give us hope for the future. Only your voice. The truth is that your voice is the great beacon of light, and it is the path to a bright and successful future for us all. We need to focus our attention and care on the important issues in our society, open our eyes to the truth that surrounds us all, and forget about the garbage that we are given in the media every single day. Being true to yourself and letting yourself be heard will liberate not only you, but every single person around you. Never, ever agree to anything you don't truly believe in your own heart. Know that you don't have to change yourself to find your place in this world. Have courage and faith, and know that the $100 cup of coffee you have right now, nobody can take it away from you because it is priceless. Now, before I close, I'm just going to thank a few people. I'd like to thank my parents, to whom I absolutely owe my world. I wouldn't be here today without them. I would like to thank our guidance department for letting me take some of the most ridiculous schedules ever, taking AP Calculus when I was 13 years old. That was fun. But yeah, I had to say that, you know. I would like to thank my friends. Even though I didn't know anyone when I came here, I was really out of place. I found a home with a lot of people, and they really made me feel accepted. And I knew that high school was really the first place where I could completely be myself, and I would be accepted for it. I would like to recognize the 50th anniversary class who are here today. Yeah, that's about it. So in closing, ladies and gentlemen, may I leave you with three things: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. May we all be blessed with safe and healthy lives. May we all have the liberty to be ourselves, no matter how much anyone wants to change us. And may we all be fortunate enough to find that one person who completes us and ends our endless pursuit of happiness. Thank you, and good afternoon.
At this time, I would ask Michael Belair to please join me at the podium. Michael was a member of the Key Club, the National Honor Society, and the Academic Challenge Team. He also participated on the National Robotics Challenge Team. He was honored as the Math Student of the Year at Wadsworth High School and the I Dare You Leadership Award. He was awarded the full tuition honor scholarship and the engineering honor scholarship from the University of Pittsburgh. Michael was joined today by his parents, Larry and Denise Belair. At this time, will all of Michael's family please stand and be recognized? Michael will attend the University of Pittsburgh in the fall and major in engineering. As I present this valedictorian medallion, I would ask you, everyone in attendance, to help me recognize Michael with a round of applause.
Thank you, Mr. Magnacca. After 12 years of school, it all comes to this final ceremony of graduation, and then we will be finished forever. Commencement marks both the end of one part of our lives and the beginning of another. Most of us have been lucky enough to spend all 12 years of our journey at Wadsworth. We have all been touched by the support of teachers and community members throughout our years in school. Soon, we will walk across the stage and receive the ever so highly regarded high school diploma. Think about all the memories that you've had throughout the years. How can a little piece of paper with your name on it represent and account for so many memories? Is this diploma the only thing that you've been going to school for? I hope not. Remember the very beginning of your journey through the Wadsworth school system. It's sometime around 1995 or 1996, and gas prices are under $1 per gallon, and yet we're completely oblivious to the journey on which we're about to embark. At this point, we are 5 or 6 years old, and we are blank slates, tabula rasa. We are only aware of the very limited world to which we have been exposed. We could care less about anything that does not directly and explicitly affect our own lives. This is how we came to school the very first day. Most of us were very anxious to begin school because we had never left the comfort of the known. For the first time, we stepped out into society and therefore the unknown. At this time, we mostly played, but in doing so, we learned many important skills, such as communication and exploration. Through these skills, our immense knowledge and understanding of the world steadily grew as we approached this day. Thinking about the past makes me question how we all are here today. What happened in the past 12 years that made a shy, skinny boy develop into a prom king and valedictorian? We should all take a look to how we became the people we are today. Upon examining how I got here as valedictorian, I realized that I did not take advanced classes for the sole intention of this award. I took those classes because I had the natural desire to learn and to challenge myself. And I believe that none of you began school with the sole intention of receiving a diploma, and that's all. But rather, we came to school to develop as both students and as people. In truth, other than to signify the fact that you passed high school, the diploma that you are about to receive means absolutely nothing. The knowledge, skills, and memories that you've gained here at Wadsworth are already with you. Now, we begin one of the most challenging and confusing parts of our lives. Although the paths that we are about to take will lead us in many directions, I am confident in each person's ability to succeed. The lessons that we have learned from our friends, teachers, family, and community members here in Wadsworth are countless. We're truly blessed to have lived in a community that is so dedicated to the success of its youth. I would personally like to thank all of those that have been an influence in our lives. I would also like to wish the best of luck to all of you as we begin this new part of our lives. I know that we all have the skills and the potential to be successful. As we walk across the stage in a few minutes to receive our diploma, remember all these things that it symbolically stands for. Commencement is not the end, but rather is the beginning of something new. Never forget the lessons that you have learned here at Wadsworth High School. I hope that you have learned as much from me as I have learned from all of you. Farewell, class of 2008.
At this time, I would ask Christopher Keller to please join me at the podium. Christopher has served as the Secretary-Treasurer of the National Honor Society and the Vice President of the Key Club. He is a member of the Science and Spanish Club. He has participated on the Academic Challenge Team, Environthon, and the Robotics Challenge team. And in 2007, he was the People-to-People Student Ambassador to China. He was awarded the full tuition honor scholarship and the engineering honor scholarship from the University of Pittsburgh. Christopher is joined today by his mother, Rosemary Keller, his father and stepmother, David and Laurel Keller. Christopher would also like to recognize his brother, Philip, who is currently serving in the United States Navy. At this time, I would ask all of Christopher's family to please stand and be recognized. Christopher will attend the University of Pittsburgh in the fall and major in engineering. As I present the valedictorian medallion to him, I would ask everyone to help me recognize him with a round of applause.
Thank you. Congratulations, class of 2008. This year, we walk out of an old life and into a new one. All of the trials and tribulations we have experienced during our high school careers are now over, and we must look forwards towards the future. We will walk out of these halls with dreams and hopes that no one can take from us. And now, on our own, we must strive to accomplish these dreams. What we have left behind will shape us, playing some role in our future, but now we have the chance to change ourselves in the paths that we walk. Our generation will have a great role in determining the future of our country, and we have the chance to change what that future might be. Before, strict rules guided us through every step that we took, making us unable to affect the world around us. Then, we could sit back and complain about things and simply look around shaking our heads because we did not have the ability to affect them. Now, we have the power and this ability, and we gain the responsibility to affect the world around us and make it a better place. No longer can we sit around and say that we would do something differently, but now we must go and we must do it. I challenge all of you to follow your dreams and make this world better. If we stay indifferent, we will only create ruin. Edmund Burke once said that all that is required for evil to prevail is for good men to do nothing. If we choose to do nothing in this world, then we choose for our future to be guided by others, and we are the ones who let the world fall apart. Now go and take the future, because it is in our grasp, and only through our efforts will it get better. But through our indifference, it could get worse. Now I leave it to you to decide your destiny and forge your future through your efforts and your work. The choice is now yours. Thank you, Wadsworth, class of 2008.
It is now my pleasure to recognize the Golden Anniversary class. The class of 1958 is our guest today as they celebrate their 50th reunion. At this time, I would respectfully ask the class of 1958 to stand and be recognized. Some things have changed over the span of 50 years at Wadsworth High School. There were 132 graduates in the class of 1958. As a student, you might have been involved in activities such as TAC, Y-Team Formals, or the stage crew. However, not everything has changed over 50 years. Many of the clubs and activities like National Honor Society, National Forensic League, Student Council, Guidance Helpers, and Choir are still a part of the high school today. The sports programs continue its great tradition. We are known for our sports and are still considered a rival to all who play us on the field of competition. Wadsworth High School has continued its standard of excellence in academics, athletics, arts, service, and leadership. I am very confident that Wadsworth will continue its tradition of excellence for future classes as well. We truly thank you for celebrating our special day with us today. We wish to express our gratitude and appreciation to you for paving the way for our success. Once again, congratulations to the class of 1958 and to the class of 2008. Thank you.
Within a few minutes, the members of the class of 2008 will receive their high school diplomas. I would ask the audience to please respect this moment for our graduates, their families, and friends. In order for each graduate to receive their just recognition, we ask that you allow us to read each name without interruption. Please do not embarrass or draw attention to any one graduate. We ask that you hold all applause and do not shout, yell until every candidate has received their diploma. I thank you in advance for your cooperation. I would also like to recognize other individuals who will assist on the stage this afternoon. The members of the Board of Education, President Mr. Scott Brewer, Vice President Mr. Jim McIlvain, members Mrs. Lisa Jones, Ms. Linda Kramer, and Mr. David White. At this time, I would ask Mr. Fortner, Superintendent of Wadsworth City Schools, to please join me at the podium. Mr. Fortner, it is my pleasure and honor to present to you a class that we are extremely proud of. They have proven to be a class of honor, character, and integrity. We are proud to send them to the next chapter of their life, knowing they will represent Wadsworth High School in a manner that will make our whole community proud. Mr. Fortner, I now present to you the class of 2008.
To all alumni here today, we are honored with your presence, specifically to the class of 1958, welcome home. It is our hope that 50 years from now, these very same students in front of us will have those same close-knit feelings and fond memories of their years at Wadsworth High School. Again, it's nice to have you as our honored guests, and please know that you're always welcome. To the class of 2008. By now, you are probably experiencing emotions from excitement to nervousness, from being elated and sad simultaneously. Over the last 4 years, your achievements in the classroom, in the fine arts arena, and record-setting athletics have contributed to the wonderful traditions of the school system. For that, we thank you and congratulate you. We hope that the memories of your schooling here in Wadsworth are everlasting. On behalf of our Board of Education, I wish you the very best. Now, with Board of Education members present here on the stage, I officially accept from Mr. McNacka this year's graduating class. To our board members, I can assure you that all students present here today have met their graduation requirements set forth by the state of Ohio, and you, our Board of Education, thus earning a right to a high school diploma. Therefore, I make a final recommendation that you now award diplomas to the graduating class of 2008. Straight back.
Kyle M. Fox. Timothy Patrick Kavanaugh. Sultan Ahmed. Michael Belair. Christopher M. Keller. Ethan Mark McCourt. Matthew Y. Zhu. Samantha Louise Adams. Nicole Ashley Alexander. Laura Kristen Arch. Brooke Caitlin Babiak. Michelle Lynn Beavers. Ryan Curtis Blackburn. Sarah P. Bradford. Max H. Bruno. Lisa Ann Badinchek. Britt Lee Busen. Mary E. Cargill. Cassie Robin Clark. Brett Tyler Klein. Stephen Lester Coughlin. Erin Elizabeth Conley. Joseph Kenneth Dean. Rachel Anna Marie Demita. Caitlin Marie Douglas. Jillian Beth Edmonds. Eric Ermy. Colleen Michelle Gaffney. Jenna Lee Gahan. Aaron Lee Green. Andrew M. Hayworth. Lindsay Marie Hickling. Stephanie N. Hicks. Kelsey Jean Hill. Thomas D. Hilton. Michael Edward Hoover. Kristen Elizabeth Hopkins. Rachel Joellen Hudson. Lauren E. Jack. Nathan David Justice. Joseph W. Kaminsky. Elaine Rose Kilker. Andrew B. Kriz. Aaron Taylor Crumauer. Jana Lee Labaugh. Dakota Spencer Long. Catherine Ann Lukens. Franklin Ludikoff. Kristen Nicole McCauley. Carly Ann McNutt. Brian E. Meek. Justin Scott Messick. Amy Lynn Messer. Ashley Nicole Kupfner Miller. Kelly Ann Mumma. Lindsay Marie Otanakar. Joseph Stephen Osbolt. H. Robert Nicholas Pappas. Rebecca Ann Porobachek. Christina Lee Pavlik. Samantha Lynn Pecknick. Sarah Elizabeth Pells. Dana Lauren Lee Ruff. Christopher A. Sanaga. Jillian Ann Seifert. Ashley Lauren Sharpless. David James Sickles. Kelly Simcox. Brooke Spalding. Alyssa Mary Stano. Kyle Owen Steinkirchner. Rachel Lynn Stoner. Samantha Nicole Stripe. Courtney Lynn Stutzer. Justin K. Swarm. Christine Danielle Taylor. Kevin James Taylor. Paige Ellen Vaca. Jessica Louise Walker. Benjamin M. Weber. Andrew M. Wetstein. Lauren Keiko White. Caitlin Marie Wilps. Deborah E. Young. Yana Becker Meyer. Sina Christoffel. Miriam Von Tienen. Ryan P. Abel. Trevor W. Alexis. Jonathan D. Andrews, Jr. Jessica Lynn Arndt. Jennifer Marie Ballway. Katrina Barnhart. Samantha Marie Beer. Ashley Christine Bicyker. Keith William Bell. Joshua A. Bennett. Cassandra May Berlin. James L. Bonner. Derek M. Bonzo. Tony Braden. Mary Grace Brazier. Jacqueline Arabelle Brewers. William Bricker. Tara A. Brooks. Alexandria Bryson. Bryant Bazzelli. Ashley Marie Campanelli. Rain Campbell. Richard W. Canestraro III. Crystal Angelica Capello. Chase P. R. Carnes. Erica Lynn Caskey. Ryan Caskey. Anne Marie Chambliss. Drew S. Klein. Jean Marie Coleman. Kelly J. Collins. Robert Conway. Samantha V. Cook. Keith Patrick Cooper. Nathan Cottrill. William M. Corson. Josh Crisp. J. Daniel Coleman. Ryan Diamacone. Joshua L. Davis. Keith P. DeCastro. Benjamin David D. James Patrick Delaney. Zachary J. Denton. Paul D. Durhammer. William Robert Earl. Michael C. Edwards. Kyle A. Ellisor. Nicholas W. Ermey. Eduardo Escudero. Gabriela Escudero Muniz. Sarah Elizabeth Evans. Brittany Farnsworth. Thomas William Ferris. Megan Marie Finn. Sarah Christine Fisher. Ryan Scott Fisher. Jeffrey Patrick Flaherty, Jr. Chadwick Timothy Flath. Justine Nicole Fraze. Matthew T. Fritz. Michael Galvin. Nicholas M. Jenis. Mark B. Getner. Courtney Elizabeth Gibson. William Ross Gierman. David M. Glockner. Joseph James Goddard. Andrew Eric Graff. Joshua M. Grayson. Joshua D. Gruel. Quentin Mario Granuski. Thomas Lee Gunnels. Corey E. Hamlin. Robert I. Hanshoe. Jennifer Marie Harsh. Joshua L. Hartman. Christina Marie Hausch. Sean A. Hawk. Lester Lynn Henderson, Jr. Jessica Lynn Hitzman. Amanda Nicole Hoover. Adrian Lynn Horlocker. Brendan C. House. Daniel A. Hunsaker. Marla Kathleen Iverson. Nicholas Andrew Jesnick. Alicia M. John. Megan Ann Johnson. Tyler J. Johnson. Andrew Patrick Maxwell Jones. Stephanie Lynn Kantorek. Broderick Jean Kelker. Luke Andrew Kelly. Sean M. Kemmer. Natasha Lynn Kimball. Daniel Jason Clayman. Andrew David Klimzak. Zachary A. Kramer. Emily Ann Krunich. Samantha Louise Lackey. Wendy Nicole Laney. Jonathan Corey Lark. Nathaniel Michael Leeson. Oscar E. Leone. Miranda K. Long. Kimberly Ann Ludi. Manili. Caitlin Danielle Manili. Lisa Ann Marks. Jeffrey Scott Massans. Sarah Sabrina McCune. Caitlin Ann McGaffick. Garrett Thomas McGinnis. Zachary David McKee. Ross Talon McMillan. Bradley Allen McVicker. Jillian Ray Melton. Tyler Jordan Metzel. Katie Renee Kupfner Miller. Kenneth James Miller. Lucas Hayes Miller. Nicholas Michael Miller. Tiffany Sue Kupfner Miller. Stephen Ray Mills. Davin M. Mitzel. Dylan Anthony Moeller. Corey S. Moore. Amber Alicia Morehouse. Matthew John Moss. Melissa Jane Nauman. Robert C. Noe. Catherine Ann Norsik. Andrew Scott O'Brien. Hannah Marie O'Brien. Matthew John O'Brien II. Isaiah Orchard. Michael R. Palco. Catherine A. Polachek. Jordan Lee Parsons. Brittany Marie Pilot. Brittany Lynn Peltz. Nicholas Thomas Pesich. Joshua David Peters. Alex William Pethel. Kelly May Perot. Matthew J. Pfeiffer. Jacob Tyler Pavato. Era Callie Post. Melanie Elizabeth Poverk. Andrew Thomas Priest. Maria Ann Puglisi. Jesse Lee Ray. Rebecca L. Rhodes. Alexander James Rigaud. William Lee Reinhardt Jr. Tara Ann Robertson. Caleb Robinson. Samantha Dawn Robinson. Jamie Elise Rohr. Richard J. Rudlinger. Justin T. Russell. Michael Adam Salamone. David J. Sansonetti. Tom Sapp. Matthew P. Sarlewis. Scott J. Saylor. Kayla Evelyn Shondell. Casey McKay Seaman. Joshua C. Shears. Michael Earl Shivak. John Stephen Sines. Matthew D. Sisapon. Rachel Lee Sizemore. Nathan P. Slota. Colton T. Smith. Craig Smith. Scott Robert Smith. Stephen P. Smith. Susanna Nicole Smith. Taylor Michael Smith. Brian Solitario. Tim A. Spires. Diana Marie Stafford. Kelsey Lynn Stallman. John James Steinkirchner. Sarah Michelle Stewart. Jeff Stein. Sarah Elizabeth Stein. Nancy Sarah Stone. Suzanne Marie Stover. Rachel E. Sullivan. Chris T. Zabo. Tiffany Ann Sloji. Megan Christine Tanner. Chad Taylor. Trevor C. Toma. Eric Benjamin Thomas. Lindsay Renee Thomas. Stephen M. Thomas. Brandon M. Thompson. Jamie Lee Thompson. Jenna Elaine Trillette. Kevin Robert Tropkoff. Amber Catherine Tatiana Ty. Royce William Vanderbilt. Matthias Varga. Gregory Stephen Venezia. Jade Lynn Villanueva. Abby Ray Vogus. Amanda Ann Voss. Michael Vona. Vanessa Marie Wagner. Rachel Walker. Joshua D. Waltz. Eric Michael Ward. Ariana Ashley Washer. Jeremy John Watt. Irvin G. Webb II. Joey Webb. Ryan P. Wemmer. Alicia Marie Wieland. Benjamin White. Mitchell Lee Raymond White. Genevieve Elizabeth Weeson. Dale Edward Wilkinson. Nathaniel J. Wilson. Jesse Lynn Witchy. Robert M. Woods. Bruce E. Wright. Jimmy Youngson. Anson M. Zonar.
Congratulations, class of 2008. Before class president Kyle Fox addresses the class one last time, I would like to ask those in the back of the gym to please clear the exits so that we may properly dismiss our graduates. The graduates will proceed to the East Gym, where the class will celebrate by throwing their caps. I would kindly ask the audience to not stop the recessional to take pictures. For the parents and loved ones, the courtyard is available and prepared for anyone who wishes to take pictures. Thank you. And now, Kyle Fox.
Will the class of 2008 please stand? Please move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations, you are now alumni of Wadsworth High School.